Now, for the most of you, this is a Pimcore, but for me or for us today, this might be a crystal ball because we're taking a look into the future. We're going to take a look at the Roadmap 2022. I'm so excited what's ahead of us, and you're going to present it with some hard facts. Please welcome on stage once again, Dietz, Bernie, and the Dev Power from Pimcore.
Hi, how's it going? Thanks again for being here. Awesome to be here. Welcome to the Pimcore Roadmap. Let me quickly introduce you to the crowd sitting beside me. Bernie, CTO. Marco, Divesh, Chipri from the core team. They are just with us because we are talking about technology now. We're talking about the roadmap of 2022. So we know that for a lot of different people, the roadmap is the highlight of a conference because, as Felix said, it's about the future. Where do we go? We have now seen so many awesome things with the cloud, with the products, with the features and the workflow engine. So we have seen the whole day so much. And now we are looking into the future. So it's about our vision, the future, and how we see and envision the world of integrated data and experience management. And for that topic, the crew is here. And I would say this is my favorite crew. This is the awesome Pimcore core development team, or not all of them, but a few of them. The most beautiful ones that we presented now in the... And now Christian Fasching is missing. He's as well, he should sit here because it's the most beautiful one actually from the crowd. But he got pregnant. No, his wife got pregnant by him. And yes, and he will be missed today. So big shouts to him. Hey, Fasch! Woo! Hey, Fasch! Christian Fasching at home, CPO at home. Today we are talking about the roadmap. And there we talk a little bit more about us. We are not only showcasing the roadmap, but we're talking our vision, because our vision is the core driver of our roadmap. And this vision escorted us the last decade. So it's not just that we have a vision for the next year or so, it's the last 10 years. We started in 2009 API first, and now everybody in terms of Mach is talking about API first. We did it. We did the fuck already in 2009. Our vision is to create the most awesome data and experience management platform for customers, partners, and developers. And I'm so thankful that all of you are here today in this room. Customers, partners, developers, sponsors. So thank you for being here. And thank you for enabling us to provide you with this show. Because that's what we want to do, and that's what we have been doing for a decade, and as promised. But before we start, I want to a little bit go into road mapping and product management, because you need to know why are we do things like we do things. What is the core parameters? How do we decide? So how do we do that? It's quite simple to say. First of all, and that you see on the screen, know your customers. Because I said it in the previous talk, it's about customer centricity. And we live in a customer-centric world. So we do that by research and product analytics. We do that by registration, by qualitative feedback. That's what we do. Because if we know your needs and challenges, this defines the future of the Pimcore platform. This makes us such a successful platform. More than 100,000 companies utilize our platform. It's a huge thing that we are currently doing, and it wouldn't be without you. You telling us, hey, we should go into that direction, we should go into that direction. It's always about the customer telling us which way to go. Another thing is we need to know, and that's especially important for all of us as we are coding. Not me, I suck at coding. We need to know the market, the competition, and the business trends. So we are doing that by regularly monitoring our competitors, by getting market feedback. And also an important thing is talking to analysts from Gartner and Forrester, and they tell us what are the next trends, what are the hype cycles, where should we be going? For example, the cloud and all of these topics. We want to build the best stuff on earth. Therefore, knowledge about the market is everything. The market and your challenges and needs. Let me continue. The next one is the industry itself. We are living, or we are working in a $33 billion industry that is growing year over year by an astonishing 15%. And you can imagine this is a huge market. And we have to take care of it on a daily basis. Because there are vendors popping up, there are new technologies popping up, there are new software paradigms popping up, and we have to adjust our strategy. But we have to be careful, because we want to have you in mind. So it doesn't make any sense to shortly do that and then that. You trust us. So it's about the trust in us that makes us breathe. Breathe in a $33 billion market. But also, what is important, it's not only external factors. You can believe me. It's also internal Pimcore business objectives. Development costs money. Conferences cost money. And we want to grow big. And also this business requires some business revenues. You have to understand us, and that's, I think, perfectly understandable. If you want to grow, you need revenues. And that's why we built, not only because of that, but that's why we also offer our services, our enterprise services, the enterprise edition, and also SaaS. Because we want to ensure the future of the whole Pimcore platform. That's what we aim to do. Last but not least, our strategy for product management has also to care about our product capabilities that you see here, about core and maintenance, because we want to build the greatest data and experience management platform. So we have to care. We have to care about the quality, the programming style, the features in terms of experience management, in terms of data management, and of course also in terms of our core commercial products such as SaaS, which was released today, and the Enterprise Edition. And now, this is being done, and all of it. So I'm thankful for the whole Pimcore crew that is here today, and here, and here, and here. That is all done by Bernhard Rusch, Christian Fasching, and our other 12 developers, senior developers from the core team. And I'm so damn proud on you. What you enable every day, that is incredible. So kudos to the whole crew for the organization of this event, for marketing, for partner management, for product development. You are the most awesome guys I have ever met in my lifetime. So, it's now time to stop my brabbling and my bragging about my guys. It's now about handing over to Bernie for talking about the roadmap together with our team.
Yes, as we have heard already from Dietz, we are growing fast. Also, our development and product team is growing fast. And so we have now also the power to really tackle big projects. And I think we brought some surprises today that probably most of the people didn't thought that we are going that big and doing that great stuff. For example, as we can see here, the first one is we are completely developing a new user interface. Can you imagine that? So really from the ground up, with user experience experts, with designers, with graphic experts, really from the ground up, new technology. We are saying goodbye to XJS. And really
Holy cow! Holy cow!
That's a big thing.
That's a big thing. I wanted to do that for years, actually. You know, XJS was always a very powerful framework.
Absolutely.
But of course had its limitations in terms of the usability and, you know, these kind of things. So
yeah. Sometimes it's not feeling that good, even if, especially if you want to customize it and things like that. So until now, it was the problem with resources, but we have heard already we are growing rapidly, and so we can really tackle these challenges as well. So we will start with that, I would say, mid of next year. That's why we have put the label on where it says 22 plus. So this is a project that, of course, will gonna take a bit longer than just 1 year. And yeah, so we have great, big plans there, and we are really looking forward to that because that will again change the whole Pimcore ecosystem. Maybe one thing that is interesting about that, we will develop this in parallel. So there will be an additional bundle. You can then choose between the old system and the new system. And we will also start with the most frequently used functionalities. So this will be more or less editor focused. And then after that, we will more and more add more and more features for administrations and things like that. So there will be an early preview, hopefully as soon as possible. And then, yeah, we're gonna improve it bit by bit. So I think that's really one of the biggest things, but not the only one. Next one is, for example, Symphony Upgrade to version 6. Currently, we are running on Symphony 5. So that's also a thing we are already preparing, all the guys. So fixing deprecations and really preparing already for this new major version of Symphony. And this, again, brings a lot of new functionalities also into the Pimcore platform, where we benefit as well. And yeah, we will see. Some of you might ask, will that be possible within Pimcore 10, or is it a topic for Pimcore 11? Actually, at the moment, we don't know it. We don't know what exactly needs to be done and if we can really be everywhere compatible, so to allow a smooth upgrade. But the work started already. We are preparing for that. And yeah, we will soon find out if we can manage this or if it comes with the new major version. Then, again, the marketplace. We had it, some of you guys who probably can remember, we had the marketplace already on our roadmap for at least 2 years, I think.
Yes, the enterprise marketplace, yes.
The enterprise marketplace. And this is what we now see as the marketplace 2.0. We have launched now 2 new products. First of all, the SaaS, our SaaS product, but also the enterprise subscription. And for SaaS, if we want to provide a marketplace, we need some kind of certification and also guidelines, rules, how to participate in the marketplace and also in the SaaS environment. So this is something we need to establish. This is something where we will work on and provide it as soon as possible.
Of course, we need also a business plan for that.
Of course,
you know,
yeah,
and I think I have to say that we are pretty far in terms of that. So core business mapping and so on has been done also for the marketplace. So now it's time for development topics and how to bring that to life. But we have some spectacular ideas and sharing models also for partners and contributors. So it will be really interesting, and that's probably a topic that we should first showcase next year, probably.
Yeah, and we are really looking forward. We have already many inquiries from other vendors that want to participate and share their functionalities, from marketing automation vendors and also e-commerce, things like that. So this looks very promising, and we are really looking forward to this. Then we have also some smaller things, but not less interesting. For example, we are working on providing translation scopes. So for the developers, this is the domain functionality from Symphony. We want to provide this as well in our shared translations in the admin interface. We will also gonna merge the admin translations together with normal shared translations. So this will be a unified user interface for the translations. This is already going on. This is already planned. And you can see this already on GitHub. Then we are also aware that our export functionality is sometimes a bit tricky, also in terms of the user experience. And we did this actually already with the data importer, which we launched already as a additional bundle. And the same we're going to do for the exports, really providing a sophisticated export functionality with an UI, also for end users, not just for the developers. And where you can plan, schedule, configure your custom exports. Another very interesting thing is, we have seen this already today, that the whole topic of SaaS is at the moment focusing just on the data management, but we also want to provide the functionality of templating in our SaaS environment. So we're going to provide, this is the first step, more on that later on, that we're going to work on a templating editor within Pimcore, where you can, for example, script your own web-to-print templates, but also smaller snippets, for example, for Headless CMS, where you can provide pre-rendered stuff for the front end. And last but not least, two topics, but not less important, is the whole topic of maintenance. What do you think? How many people do we need to just keep the Pimcore ecosystem running? Just to maintain, fixing bugs, reviewing pull requests.
There are so few bugs, I would say one person.
No, actually it's more than two. It's really depending a bit. It's going a bit in waves, but more than two people are continuously working on just improving the ecosystem and maintaining it. And this, we're gonna not stop, this for sure. We really enjoy that, and we also want to provide really a stable environment, providing smooth upgrades. And this involves, of course, test coverage improvements, but also core improvements and code improvements. So actually, that's it from the core roadmap. But we've brought some more topics. So we're going to switch to the next one, to the next slide. We also have some dedicated topics for the data management. And let me just put that on the screen. Yeah, now it's gone. Marco, can you tell us a bit more about these bullet points here we have on our roadmap for data management?
Of course I can, and thank you for the introduction. Let's talk about first backend search.
Yeah, that's a topic we know.
Yeah. We got a lot of feedback from our community regarding the backend search. And yeah, we are aware of that there may be a little bit of room for improvement at the backend search. And what we are looking into right now is that we are implementing better and new filters and basically implementing a new UI based on the Pimcore UI 2.0 you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
And those are those two big points we're
Yeah, and I
focusing
think we
on
also
right
talked
now.
about maybe also providing different backends so that you can, for example,
Exactly.
integrate Elasticsearch, have a bit better filtering, things like that.
And it's faster in that case.
Yeah, and also faster. Even if you have this drill down stuff,
Yeah.
it really makes sense to also switch to another backend. So this is,
Makes a difference, yeah.
yeah. So there is
Okay.
no finished concept yet.
There's no
But,
finished concept yet, and
we are
we're
working
hoping
on
for a community to provide some feedback, maybe some ideas of their own, what they want
Yeah.
to see, what they want to have, what they want us to implement or to have as a feature for our backend search.
Yeah. The
Exactly.
next point looks really interesting. Machine
Yeah,
learning and
machine learning
artificial
and
intelligence.
AI support, yeah, we're already using machine learning for image
Image tagging.
recognition and image tagging. And now we're trying to take things a little bit further, one step further, and we are trying to use, or we are going to use machine learning to validate data and validate the quality of the data in the Pimcore platform.
So this plays well together with the next point we have on the
Plays
slides
well
with
together. Exactly.
data quality management. So there, it's probably also about supporting all the stuff, maybe even with machine learning algorithms and things like that.
Exactly. For data quality management, basically, we are thinking right now of configurable metrics. And based on those metrics, we'd like to calculate a quality score. And with that quality score, you can take certain actions or certain steps or use it in workflows or I don't know, whatever you
Yeah.
want to do with it, so to say. Exactly. The next point would be enterprise portals. I think the enterprise portals are one of the most used and most successful points from the last year's roadmap.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dietmar still has tears in his eyes when he plays around with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I still do, yes.
Yeah, and of course we want to continue this journey together and provide some new features based on user requirements, like, for example, brand management.
Cool.
Exactly. And last but not least, there is collaboration. It's basically split it up in 3 parts. It's about messaging, about annotating, and about tasks. And I don't know, maybe one day you will just open your Pimcore installation in your browser and you will get a notification saying that you are requested to review a document, to fill in some fields, to tag an image, or whatever you can imagine. And we will provide you with the tools to do so, and mark it as done afterwards, just you would like on GitHub, for example. Because since we are working on GitHub on a daily basis, we took some inspirations from there.
Of course.
Of course. And there will also be a small task management component where you have an overview of all of your open tasks and all of your open to-dos. Yeah.
Great.
That's
And yeah, the goal is not to provide a full-featured
Exactly.
task management. I guess we don't want to clone Jira or things
Yeah.
like that.
maybe
So
maybe the goal could be to integrate the Pimcore tasks into those systems
yeah, to just
and not the
interconnect
other
them.
way around.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there will be an API again,
Yeah.
and there you can
There
just
will be an
connect it.
API.
All right, that's for data management.
That's it.
Thank you very much. Next
Welcome.
up, we brought some more. Experience management. And let's have a look what we have on our roadmap here. Divesh, do you want to continue here?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. I would say that talking of experience management, Headless is a hot topic for us right now. So we will continue working on that. And if you, Headless is a way to go if you want to have a content which is future-proof. So it provides flexibility, it provides adaptability and scalability. So we launched a bundle today, Headless Documents, which allows you to structure and manage documents in a headless way. So now we will continue working on the headless commerce part, which then will allow you to fetch the e-commerce data in a headless fashion. So you can really fetch the e-commerce data like product indexes, pricing rules, and so on. And then next we will work on getting the transactional data like cart and checkout.
So this is also about, for example, connecting an existing shop system with our product index, delivering it together into a front end, things like that.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, that's our plan, and we are already working with the community right now.
So it's interoperability, actually. Not only with our commerce systems that we have integrated, but also commerce tools, for example, so third-party applications that are out there. So we are connecting things.
So as a use case,
decoupled way.
Microservices.
Microservices. Okay, I see.
As a use case, you can use Pimcore for e-commerce data, and then you can use another technology for some other feature like checkout.
Yeah, okay. Awesome.
So yeah, that's our plan, and we are already working with the community right now, and we're getting a lot of feedback on that, so it's going really well. And I think we are really in a good direction for headless, going headless this year. Then next is the integration, as the Bernie already explained, that we will extend our footprint by providing some interfaces on our product platform, so that we can integrate different marketing automation tools and e-commerce and web-to-print tools. So yeah, that's what the plan about the e-commerce.
So really standardized interfaces, or in our talk, bundles where you can just connect to anything else, no matter what it is and for what purpose it is.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all for experience management, but we brought some more. And that's about our SaaS offering. Chipri, do you want to continue and tell us a bit more?
Well, regarding SaaS, there is a lot of things we can talk about. But the thing is that we're just at the beginning right now, and probably a lot of the roadmap is going to be feedback from the customers, and a lot of those feedback we need to apply and just to find a way to include that. Without the customers involved as a roadmap, currently you have to, to put every feature, all the bundles that are on Pimcore, to be able to find them also on the SaaS, and also to integrate with the marketplace somehow seamlessly. So if you're on premise or you have on the SaaS offering, should be able to migrate all of those bundles easily together with the data. So this is a big challenge over the whole year, together with everything that comes as a feedback. So yeah, it's a huge thing, and yeah, it's as this says, everything is changing, So we need to keep up to date with all the technologies that are happening right now in SaaS, and there is a lot in the past years. There are a lot of things happening there. So we need to keep everything up to date and to keep everything working perfect. So yeah, that's the goal for the next year.
Yeah. So also the topics Divesh mentioned already, like experience management for SaaS, for example, extending that, providing the functionalities so that you can then combine it with other tools and things like that.
Yes, all the big plan is that to make SaaS somehow integrated. So everything that you move from one place to the other to have sense and to make it easily to make easy for the developer experience to be able to do that. So also in the business part, if someone wants to move from one place to the other, it shouldn't be a big problem, and they should easily go for it. So yeah, this is the overall plan for the next year.
That sounds really promising, right?
Awesome.
And I've heard there are also some secrets, but we cannot talk about that.
Apparently, you can talk about secrets.
It's a secret, yeah. We should
so I think we're at the end. Hopefully you have enjoyed what you have seen on our roadmap. For me, it's exciting.
Awesome, guys. For me, it's especially exciting. Guys, we have something. So that's not the secret, not at all. That's not a secret at all. But what we have,
Don't tell everybody our secrets.
We grow tremendously. We will get a new office in 2 or 3 weeks, actually beginning of December. So we are getting this office, and or mid-December, and we are growing, and new people start joining in almost every month.
Yeah, and from all over the
we
world.
want to bring Pimcore to life, and now I stand up again. I would like to again thank you, thanks to all the partners, thanks to the sponsors, thanks to the whole Pimcore crew. I want to say one thing. We, as the Pimcore crew, our vision is to create the most awesome data and experience management platform out there for customers, partners, and also developers. And that's what we want to continue in 2022 and the years on. We reached the end of this conference, the official part of this conference today. I am terribly grateful, and we all are, that you have joined this new chapter of the Pimcore story. I'm thankful to everybody who has been there. What we are doing next is we have the Pimcore Awards. You have to join that. It will be a little party, some drinks. But I even now want to say, hey, guys, we need some drinks. Felix, where is this guy? Here he is.
I am already here, Dietz, and I've got drinks for everybody.
Thanks.
Just grab one.
Thank you.
Of course, there's water in there. No, there's no water in it.
Oh, thank you.
There's more in there.
I was so sure you're grabbing the big one. All right.
Guys, thanks a lot. It was an awesome day. I think we have 70 hours and 70 people actually, 70 speakers, and I think 25 hours of sessions. I surely hope that you enjoyed the day, because we position ourselves as that data and experience management conference globally. That's our aim, to be or to become. And now I really want to say thank you. The next step is the Pimcore Awards. And congratulations, it was an awesome day.
Cheers,
Thanks
guys.
a lot.
Cheers.
And now I need a beer.
Cheers. Cheers, Dietz. Awesome. Now, I would like to... are you happy? That's good. Finally.
Feels so good.
Finally. Take a seat.
Finally. Thanks.
Take a seat. Now, once again, thank you very much, actually, Dietz and Bernie, for having me as your host at Pimcore Inspire.
Yeah, thanks for being
here. It was such a pleasure. And actually, you already mentioned the Inspire Awards 2021. Now, for the awards, I'm going to move to the audience. I'd like to thank you for participating the Inspire Conference 2021. I hope you enjoyed it. And we're going to move over, and I'm going to hand over to our partner and marketing manager at Pimcore, Christian Kemptner. He is doing the awards, and
He is doing the awards,
Pretty
yes.
excited who's going to win the awards, and for everybody else, cheers once again, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
See you next year. Bye.